Meta just told us exactly what type of ads are driving the best results right now. And it's a pretty big change from what it was just a couple of months ago before this big Andromeda update. Now, I've spent millions of dollars on Facebook ads over the last 10 years. And what I've seen with just this one simple change can really help lower your CPAs, get a higher return on ad spend, and you have ads that don't burn out as quickly. So in this video, we're going to break down exactly what's working right now. So Meta just straight up came out and told us what are the best ads to make right now with this new update. And the answer is they want you to make ads that are optimized for Reels. So when you optimize your ads for the Reels placement, meaning somewhere on Facebook and Instagram, you are getting a 13% better ROAS and a 16% lower CPA based on other ads that are not optimized for this placement. And just a few more data points that they've got down here, and this is all just coming directly from Facebook, but they say you get a 2 times higher delivery and you get a 34.5% lower cost per result compared to people who are running just basic image ads. Now, this is a big shift from where it was just a little while ago, because we used to always default to, if you wanted to make some ads and you only had one choice, you would do like a 1:1 square ad. So whether that was an image or a video, it was optimized to just be a 1:1 ratio square image. And now what they're saying is, hey, look, based on all the changes that are going on, the best thing you can do is create vertical videos. So optimize for vertical first. So what does a reel actually look like? We can see this right here. This video is now optimized for Reels. So this looks really native to the platform. It looks like what you might see while you're just scrolling through Instagram Reels. And now this can still be shown on pretty much every placement of the entire Meta platform. You can see it's optimized for Reels. Here's kind of the trick with it all, is to stay inside their safe zone. So this comes, again, also directly from Facebook. And what they're saying is, when you make an ad that is optimized for Reels, if you will stay inside this safe zone right here in the middle, and that's where you keep your captions and your main focal points and everything like that, what they'll do is when they're running on other placements like the news feed or different other placements that Facebook has, they might cut off the top and they might cut off the bottom. But if you keep everything here in the middle, and this is your main focal point with all the text overlays and captions and all the important stuff like that, then these ads will show really well everywhere. Here's kind of a thing that you can actually just snapshot. So you can take a screenshot of this, save this on your computer. But if you will hold your ads up to this and say like, okay, cool, I've got a full size vertical image, but everything important is staying here in the safe zone, then you know once Facebook is optimizing or is cutting it for these other placements that your ads are safe. This is exactly what this looks like. So this is kind of the framework right here. This is a 9:16, but you can see the safe zone is here. So here's actually a video ad that we ran. And you can see we've got everything in terms of like the title and the captions and stuff that's popping up over this B-roll inside of that safe zone. This one right here is actually an image. So this is an image. And instead of doing the typical 1:1 image where we'd do a square, what we did was we just kept all the main focal points and text right here inside of this safe zone so that we know when this is getting cut off in other placements, it's still just enough to be in the middle of the screen. And so like this floor might get cut off, this top might get cut off, but everything else is still inside of the safe zone. So the one other thing that is just a little bit different is also just building for audio. So it wasn't that long ago that Facebook was telling us like, hey, just optimize for audio off. Assume that some people are going to be scrolling in their news feed, the video is going to show up, there's not going to be audio. Now that most people are consuming ads on Reels, most of it has audio on there. And so you can actually just start to make sure that you're planning for having the audio on. Now, if you can just get this 9:16 format right, that's really going to make a big impact on your ads. Because what we've seen is even when we just take our square ads, so whether they're images or videos, and we turn them into this Reels placement, we're getting a better CPM. So we're getting lower cost to show our ads. We're getting better engagement and we're getting a lower CPA. So it's helping all of our accounts across the board. There's just one more thing with this Andromeda update that is making a big difference. And that is this right here, which is your creative diversification. So Facebook has just come out and said like what they want to see going forward is advertisers that are using a wide range of ad creatives with different themes, messages, and visuals to cater to diverse audience segments. So what that actually means is what we've thought for a long time in a way of a lot of people approach their ads is they're looking for like the one winning ad, right? Like what is the right body copy and headline and creative that is going to get us the biggest impact in our accounts. And what they're saying is, hey, look, we know there's just a ton of different types of people on the platform. Some people like to watch videos. Some people watch longer form videos. Some people like shorter videos. Some people convert better with images. Some people are further along down the buying cycle. Some people are earlier on in that stage where they're not quite sure about your products and stuff like that. And so they want to see a diversity of themes, messages, and visuals inside of the account. So the way that you can actually have different messaging is thinking about like, who are you speaking to? Like, what is that exact one person that this copy or that this ad is supposed to speak to? Where are they at in their buying journey? And then what is the problem that they want to solve? Because different people have different problems that they might be trying to solve. These are different pain points that you could speak to in your ads. And then again, also, what is their desired outcome? So they might have a different outcome that they're trying to achieve by joining your program or signing up to work with you or whatever that is. So if you thought about these, just this combination right here would give you a bunch of different ideas that you could use about like exactly who you want to speak to, where they're at in that journey to buy something. So this would be caused by a lot of like, all of us marketing people say like, what is their stage of awareness? And then like, what is a specific problem that they have now and what is their desired outcome? If you just thought about it this way, you come up with a ton of different messaging ideas to put inside of your account. And then we come to the actual creative packaging. So now that we've got a message and we know who we're speaking to and what is the pain point that we want to call out, what is the desired outcome we want to help them get to, we can think about the different ways that we could package this inside the account. So do we want to just have like a super native looking image, like a selfie or you actually out in real life and maybe put a headline over it? Do we want to do like a before and after side by side? Do we want to do like a post-it note ad? Do we want to do a testimonial? Or if we're doing video, like do we want to do a talking head? So something sort of like this that shows up in the Reels placement, or maybe it's actually like a B-roll with voiceover. So there's a lot more cuts and there's a lot more movement in it. Maybe we actually just have a case study or testimonial of like you interviewing one of your other clients and showing them what it's like to work with you. Or maybe we have like a 7-second ad. These are really effective. We've seen these work really well where it's just like a really short 7-second B-roll ad with some captions and stuff that pop up. Once you start thinking about these different messages and the different themes you can talk about in your ads and then packaging it into these different visual formats, and you put all of this into a Reels placement, that's where you can get an ad account that actually has a lot of diversity in the different themes, messages, and visuals, which is exactly what Facebook has told us is working now with the Andromeda update. So that's it. Going forward with this new Andromeda update, if you would just focus on those different two things. So one is, as you go forward making your ads, think about optimizing for the Reels placement. And again, that doesn't mean that you're not showing your ads in other placements, but that means all of your ads have everything important here in this safe zone so that when Facebook takes your Reels and it cut off the top or the bottom to put into other placements, everything still looks good, but you're optimizing for Reels. And then on top of that, you are using a variety of different themes, messages, and visuals in your ads. And you're thinking about who you're speaking to and the different creative ways that you can package your ads. That is going to give you the absolute best chance for success in terms of what you're doing inside of your ad account. And again, when we took some of our top performing 1x1 square ads and just turned them into these Reels placements, we immediately saw an improvement in our ads. So that's it. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you have a different creative strategy that's working for you, drop it down in the comments below because I'd love to test it out. I'm also like a geeky media buyer. If you want some help implementing this exact system, just check out the first link down in the description and we can talk about how me and my team could help you do this. But that's it for this video. If you want to see exactly what's working for us and the new campaign structure that's working for us after this Andromeda update, go ahead and check out this video that's probably popping up on my face right over here somewhere. Other than that, I hope you have a great day out there and I hope to catch you in another video soon.